Operation Spectre Rising is now winding down, as we have less than 10 days until Operation 5 goes live, and we see a brand new round of DLC come to the game in the form of new maps for multiplayer, new map changes for Blackout, and a new part of the Ether storyline for zombies, alongside a handful of other pretty significant changes as well. And all of this is going to be coming to the game through the 1.20 title update on July 9th. So today we're jumping back into the world of Black Ops 4 and taking a look at everything we know about the 1.20 updates. What's up guys, Zacher Immortal here, welcome back to the channel, and as always, thanks for stopping by. If you are new here, we are always covering all of the major news, leaks, updates, and rumors going around in the world of Call of Duty regarding Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare, and or anything else that may arise as well. So if you are always looking to be in the loop when it comes to Call of Duty news and intel, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on. That way you'll always know when I upload a new video. And of course, if you guys do enjoy this one, let me know by dropping a like rating on it, as it would be much appreciated, and it does really help the channel out. And now let's get into the 1.20 title update within Black Ops 4 and everything we know about it as of right now. First and foremost, as I just mentioned in the intro, the 1.20 update should be going live on Tuesday, July 9th, and introduce Operation Number 5 into the game. However, that Operation 5 content will only be going live for PlayStation 4 users with the 1.20 update due to that ever so lovely exclusivity contract. So while Xbox will get the update at the same time and PC will probably get it later on in the week, the actual DLC content itself is going to be withheld from Xbox and PC until July 16th, so just keep that in mind. That said though, the 1.20 update we can already tell is going to be absolutely huge, both in terms of size and actual significance, because it is yet another operational update, which are always the biggest and most content-packed patches that we end up seeing. And with the Operation 5 teasers officially underway at this point, we already have a very good idea regarding what we can expect to see added to the game with our next major patch and operation. So starting over in multiplayer with a brand new operation, we know we are going to be getting some brand new DLC maps as part of DLC number 4, alongside a brand new specialist and also an entirely new contraband stream filled with new weapons, camos, outfits, and the like. As far as our new DLC maps go, we know for sure that between Operations 5 and 6, we have a total of 5 DLC maps left for the Black Ops Pass. Meaning we'll either see 3 maps introduced with Operation 5 and 2 maps introduced with Operation 6, or vice versa. Now my guess would be that we will in fact see 3 maps with Operation 5, because a certain leaked file from a little while back indicates that a Splash loading screen is currently in the game files. And obviously Splash was a DLC map in the past for Black Ops 3. So, following the trend that we saw set with WMD and DLC 3, we saw 2 brand new maps added in with Masquerade and Artifact, and 1 remake with WMD. So for DLC 4 with Operation 5, I really wouldn't be all that surprised if we saw 3 maps included with the update, 2 of which would be brand new maps and the other the Splash remake. As far as those other 2 brand new maps go though, as of right now we don't have any intel on those, but I would expect to see some teasers start sometime later on this week, and of course we'll be covering those if and when they are released, so stay tuned for that. Outside of the new DLC maps though, as I mentioned, we're also presumably going to be getting a brand new specialist character, which as of right now appears to be Reaper, just in a different form from the character that we saw back in Black Ops 3, and that we currently also have as a Black Ops Pass bonus Blackout character. Within the game files right now, we actually have some audio files that depict Reaper interacting with other multiplayer-based specialists, for instance Zero, indicating that Reaper is involved in the multiplayer gameplay in some way, shape, or form. And most recently, we also saw that Reaper's voice in Blackout was actually changed from its original form. And, well, just take a listen.
Frag list loaded. Status: eager to execute.
So, with Reaper being included in the multiplayer audio files, and with the current Blackout version of him having his voice changed, I would say it's looking pretty likely that Reaper is going to be the next addition to our specialist character lineup. And by association, that means we'll also be seeing a brand new specialist weapon, and also a brand new equipment introduced as well. Now, I can only assume that the specialist weapon we'll be seeing is going to be some version of the Scythe from Black Ops 3, but as far as the new equipment goes, honestly your guess is as good as mine. Just for my own sanity, I'm really hoping it's something that's not lethal, because personally I think having double lethal options on just one specialist can be kind of frustrating to play against. Regardless though, we then also know that new weapons will be coming with the 1.20 update and Operation 5, and as of right now we've seen various leaked files showing off the Argus from Black Ops 3, the M16, a crossbow-like weapon, and also a zombies arm melee weapon all in-game, so it appears those will all be added in as a part of our next contraband update, either through the tiers or through the reserves. Hopefully, and that's a really big hopefully, it is the former there though. But now let's jump over to Blackout, where honestly most of my excitement lies, because with a brand new operation comes brand new map updates, and I for one could not be more excited to see the map receive another touch-up. And on top of that, according to some of the leaks we covered earlier on this week, Blackout is going to be on the receiving end of what sounds like the coolest event that we've seen all year long. Obviously, in the past, we have seen Hijacked added in with Operation Absolute Zero, then Grand Heist added in Ghost Town, and with Spectre Rising, we saw the Hydro Dam flood the map instead of adding in a new area. And while we're not exactly sure what is going to happen to the Blackout map with Operation 5, we know some big changes are coming, and they might not be at the hands of the living. What I mean by that is that the Operation 5 Blackout map update could be coming at the hands of the undead, because according to some hints on the Blackout map right now and the leaked files that I mentioned earlier on, an outbreak type of event appears to be on the horizon. Now let's start with the cold hard facts that are in the game right now. For starters, the emergency broadcast that sounds when you activate the beacon at Array has actually just recently been changed. Originally, and for the longest time, it has been a much longer broadcast indicating that military action is unfolding in the general area and that evacuation protocols are in effect. However, now the broadcast is much shorter and simply indicates that the emergency broadcast system is going to unveil some greater information in the near future, which, when connected with our leaked audio files that we mentioned a bit earlier on in the week, makes it seem like behind the scenes, chaos is unfolding as an outbreak or infection of some sort has made its way to the Blackout map, and those who are infected are rising from their graves, attacking other people, and causing them to become infected as well. In the leaked emergency broadcast audio that I assume we'll end up seeing be put into the game here shortly, you can hear things like, the infected are breaching our defenses by sheer force of numbers, and that soon even the military central command will be overrun. The entire broadcast is honestly pretty brutal, in the sense that the speaker is indicating a future with no hope and really only just one vicious cycle of the undead claiming the lives of ultimately everyone. And with the 1.19 update, it seems that in-game right now, this outbreak is already affecting the entire map. You may have noticed that the various barbecue or summer party areas scattered all across the map have recently been altered to essentially be destroyed and now are completely in shambles and covered in blood. Could this perhaps be a sign of the undead already infiltrating the island and its inhabitants? A lot of people, myself included, are thinking that's exactly the case, which raises the idea of a possible outbreak widespreading across the entire map and turning the Operation 5 Blackout map into a state of destruction and chaos. Perhaps we'll see some new modes added in based around the zombies infecting the island, and perhaps we'll see a lot more damage done all across the map at the hands of the undead army. Personally, this all sounds really cool to me, and I for one am very excited to see how it all plays out over the course of the next few weeks. Then finally, for our major content updates, we also know the 1.20 patch is going to introduce DLC 3 to zombies. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird how this all lines up. We're going into Operation 5, yet we have DLC 4 coming for multiplayer and DLC 3 coming for zombies. Regardless though, thanks to some recent leaked files that we saw stem from the PC version of the game, Nuketown Zombies appears to be included in our next Zombies map, dubbed Alpha Omega, which was teased all throughout this past week. Now, we're not sure if Nuketown Zombies is going to be the entire DLC 3 map, or if it'll just be a smaller part of the whole map, but I'm thinking it might be the latter there, since obviously we have seen Nuketown before. Alongside that, we'll also see a brand new perk and some new elixirs added in with the 1.20 update, so Zombies fans, this one should be a pretty fun one for you guys. Outside of the mode-specific stuff though, with a brand new title update, especially an operational one, I would also expect there to be a handful of gameplay changes made, both in terms of bug fixes and also potential reworks and tunes made to various elements of gameplay across all modes. And one other thing in particular we can look out for that is not confirmed but is definitely possible is the July Twitch Prime Pack. Typically, we do see the Prime Packs go live in the first 2 weeks of their respective months, and with Operation 5 going live on July 9th, that could very well be added in there as well. Lastly, as of now, no official name has been given for Operation 5, But with what appears to be a very heavy emphasis on zombies at the moment, I really wouldn't be all that surprised if we see something along the lines of Operation Outbreak. But with that being said, that is effectively going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like rating on it, as it would be much appreciated and it does really help out the channel. And of course, if you are new here and you want to stay up to date with all of the latest Call of Duty news and intel, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on. That way you'll always know when a new video goes live. As always, be sure to use code IMMORTAL on all G Fuel, Control Freak, and Respawn products. All of those links can be found down in the description below. And once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.